Hey everyone, I'm making this video today because someone have requested me to make this video. Basically this is a video on how I make my, well, not how I make my wigs yet, but how I install my wigs onto my head. So today I'll be wearing this curly wig, and that's the lace. Yes, so let's start. So first I go with an alcohol base. This is like 90% alcohol, I think. And you just get like a whatever, like a soft cloth. And I usually just spray this, and then I just kind of spray it on the perimeter or the edges of my hair. Like this. And that just kind of get rid of the oil, the excess oil on your skin and all that kind of stuff. So usually what I would do is I would usually just kind of brush this back. Sorry, I'm kind of using the screen as a mirror, so I can't really look into you guys. But okay, so sometimes I kind of go mid part, because then if I go middle part, you could kind of. So for some of you are wondering, this is my natural hair. Okay, it was a bob. I mean, it's getting healthy. So anyways, let's have a look. So what I usually do is I just usually kind of push it all backwards and make sure there's no hair kind of going the areas that I don't want them to be. So basically make sure the hair is pushed back from there, from your hairline backwards. And I'm just gonna tie this down, and I kind of like to tie it down like flat on the back like this. So when I put on the wig cap, which is here, I don't actually wear wig caps, so I just usually use them as a base when I put on the wig. And then when the wig is already actually onto my head, what I usually do then is I kind of just, I don't know if I could show you guys, but I kind of just like, because the wig cap don't actually stay that long. So yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this without a mirror, but I'm gonna try. So that's what I usually do, is I just usually do that. And because with all the touching and everything, I just usually go back in again and just come back into it and clean it off again. And then I go with my wig and I just kind of go back to it and just kind of wear it like that. And this will kind of give you a guideline where the wig is gonna land onto your head. So yeah, and then you can just kind of push it backwards. This is really difficult. I don't have a mirror, so I'm gonna have to come back. Just bear with me. As I said, I like to keep my videos unedited, so this is gonna be an unedited video. So this is gonna be there, and this is gonna be with me. Okay, I am back, and I hope it doesn't fall over. Okay, so I should have been ready to do this, but I wasn't really ready. Right, let's have a look. Let me set you back down. So I'm gonna use this mirror. So I'm gonna put this mirror right here. Cool. So I usually do is I just usually push it all back, and you kind of use your own imagination to see where the actual wig lands. So you can kind of see, like, this lace is actually perfect. Like, it's so perfect that it's so unnoticeable. And I don't know if it's I'm not actually sure if it's transparent lace or what, but it's perfect, like, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna look onto it and I'm gonna push it back, and I'm just gonna put glue onto the areas that I think the hair will be landing on. So I just usually do this, put a clip in the back, come back with this again. The reason why I keep doing this is basically this will kind of prolong the life of the wig, the way it's installed into your head. So the less alcohol, the less oil you've got, and you know, obviously excess bullshit onto your skin, the longer the life of your wig will last. And it's already 5 minutes, so this is probably going to be a long one. So in this one, I just used a Ghost Bound glue, and it's one of these. Okay. And what I usually do is I usually have a stick somewhere. So I have this kind of like really old brush, and what I do is I kind of use at least 2 to 3 layers of this. So I kind of put it like this. Okay. And you need to apply like very thin layers, because if you don't apply thin layers, it's just gonna be a really gunky, thick, white bullshit. So I kind of just do this, just a bit of drop there, and I'll drop a little bit here. So don't worry if the glue is really white, it actually dries clear, hence it's kind of invisible sometimes, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Although don't apply the wig when it's still white, because that means it's not going to be a good application, because it's just going to leave like white cast onto your lace. So I just kind of spread that all over. I tend to not do the sideburns with first, because they're the hardest part. They're the kind of hardest part to kind of cope with. And then I go, so see, by the time I go over this one, this is already drying up. So I just go here and apply this one again. So this is, remember, this is going to be the second layer. So this first application, it's not going to be as perfect, because when I put the wig on, there's going to be bits of the wig that's going to lift, which that's the time where you need to come back onto it and make sure to go back into it and put more layer to the bits that you missed, because obviously by putting this on, you won't know exactly where the lace will land, so you're gonna miss some bits of it. Okay. Sometimes my wig lasts for like nearly a week, because I'm very rough with my wigs, so I kind of like to touch it, and I like to have sex with it, and I like to sleep with it, and sometimes I even shower with it. But obviously I remember showering with it once, and I've put like I accidentally put shampoo into the actual lace, and the fucking wig started going off. So as long as you don't like obviously wet this part with shampoo and conditioner, it'll be fine. But if you do, then you're fucked. But it's water resistant, so I went to the beach with this and sweat with it and everything. So, but the only thing with the beach is okay, but when I went to the pool, there's something in the pool that made the lace go white. So this is like literally the third or probably fourth layer. So this is where I'm gonna be kind of just evening out everything, and just kind of making sure everything is pretty much coated. Like, you could obviously use other glues, but this is the glue that I use for my wigs to last. So I kind of just let that dry now. And then I'm gonna do my sideburn after. But first, I need something to dry up. So I basically just kind of wait for it to go a little bit clear. And then I would usually just flop the wig on. Could probably use this towel too. I love this wig so much. I love the texture because I live in Ireland, so like the weather is really shit and everything, and you know, when it rains, like, it just becomes pretty and prettier because the wetter you look, the better. So as you can see, it's turning white, and what I do is I just go in. So I take the lace. You're always gonna get like the random hair from the actual wig sticking into it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flop it on literally where the glue was. And I'm gonna do the same here. And you can use your hands with this by pressing it down, or you could use a comb. You don't want any oil obviously getting into the lace while you're doing this. This is why I do this. Put alcohol into it and make sure everything is dried. And you can see, like, you don't even see the lace anymore. I just usually just press it on like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is where the other part starts. So this is the second step is the flapping ones. These I find really annoying because they don't tend to stay very long. So I think I must have, it's okay. There is so much hair in this wig. I actually don't even put any baby hairs into this because it doesn't even need it, honestly. Like, so just go here. I'm gonna go to the biggest part, and now I'm gonna put glue onto there. And I usually do about 2 to 3 layers on the sides. And I can kind of see a hair here, and I want to get rid of that before I apply any type of... See, this thing happens normally. Okay. And now I'm gonna go in with a bit of alcohol and just wipe it. Okay. Because I actually put quite a lot in here, so I'm gonna put on the back of my hand and just apply some here. I'm gonna be applying a little bit more. So because I have sideburns and the wig has got its own sideburn too, I didn't want to cut the wig sideburns, so I'm actually gonna go over my actual sideburn, which I used to shave years ago. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let that dry. Obviously I don't recommend you guys doing this, but this is how I do my wigs, and yeah, I don't recommend like you guys doing this to yourself because it is really sore taking it off, because I'm basically kind of applying it onto my actual hair too, which you should never do, of course, but I am doing this and it doesn't mean you should do the same thing. I'm just showing you guys how I would apply my wigs basically. So there's an extra lace here that needs to be, so I'm just gonna add a bit more there. So now I'm just gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna move on to this one. So this one is this. That's the missing part of this. And then I'm gonna apply more glue on the back of my hand while this guy is drying. I go hammed on this one. It's pretty simple, like it's nothing difficult. It's just, it takes a lot of practice sometimes, and I'm actually kind of doing this quite far, so I'm gonna have to go close. And I'm gonna go and do it again. This sideburns. I'm just getting a closer look, and I'm just realizing that some of the stuff have been okay. And then because this guy is kind of drying up, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna apply the last layer of it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back on this side. This is gonna be the last layer, and then we're gonna do the last bits on the because like I don't know if you guys can see, like some of this can lift. See that? See? So I need to fix that. Okay. Okay. I just usually do this, and the glue usually just comes off, and then just wipe it off. And yeah, literally my legs are killing me. So I kind of just do this for a bit. Oh my god, this is like a 20-minute video. Well, this is the thing, like my videos are not edited, so you're just gonna get the real time of everything, and this is usually how long I would take me to do it. But sometimes, you know, when you're chatting and stuff, things takes longer than it usually does. So okay, now we're gonna try and put this on. So I'm just gonna apply it just like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. And this, I'm not like doing any pulling on the wig or anything, but I'm just kind of, see that's still lifting, that means there's not enough glue there. Okay. Then I go back This it's not as easy as it is, but it is not as quick either, because you gotta like wait for the glue to go tacky for you to be able to do anything, you know. But you spend about 10-15 minutes or 20 minutes doing this. um, but at the same time, I'm just gonna put some here because I don't want to put too much. At the same time, after a while, after, you know, obviously when you wear it, it takes, it's like, you know, it lasts quite long. Like it lasts for like 4 to 5 days or a week. I like to kind of, oh my god, is that a bloody bee? Did you see that? There's literally a bee or a wasp inside my house. So I just usually apply that thin layer there. I do like about 2 layer here. I don't do much of it around here because these kind of just stay down. So you kind of just have to measure it properly. See if it's going down the right place. And now, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna do the last bits, which are the bits that I said I missed. So I'm just gonna flip this backwards, and I'm just gonna see if any lifting going on. So there's a bit of lifting there. So I just usually do that, and I do another one down here, see if there's any lifting. Hope you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. So I just usually do this. I'm just gonna apply the rest onto this. So right now, I'm gonna wrap the wig with silk. So you see that white cast there, that will disappear. But what I'm gonna do though is, I'm just gonna keep brushing it. I'm not brushing it rough because I'm not gonna be, I'm just kind of like softening it so it just goes backwards, because I'm gonna be wrapping it with and then just going over with the brush just like this, just to flatten the lace a little bit more. And now we're gonna go here, I'm gonna do the same thing, then do the same thing here. So that's my sideburns, and that's my sideburns. And then what I'm gonna do is I just need to, you just get one of these strips. It doesn't matter what it is. I prefer the silk because it actually don't ruin the wig too much or the lace too much. So I just usually bring it up like this, and then I fold it up in half, and I would just wrap this around here, there. And just do this. That's pretty much it. I just usually wrap this around for whatever period I am gonna be in the house. I don't really care about the sideburn too much because it doesn't really matter. But I just wrap it like this and wait for it to kind of like dry. The longest I would do it for is probably 10 to 15 minutes, and if not longer. So yeah, that's it really. I just usually do that and just chill for a bit before I go out and do my makeup, whatever. And yeah, that's how I do my wigs. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm just getting rid of the glue in my hands, fingers even. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.